Recording timer, and we're back in Night City. So, last time we left, I said that we should hold off until because the patch was about to come out along with the new DLC. And the patch came out. It fixed the game for the most part. There's still some jerky, strange little glitches that you guys are gonna have fun with. When we last left off, well, Alchemist, Zed, what do you remember about this game?
That's a good question. I remember you were running from someone, driving a car poorly, and killing people randomly.
Well, that's every game. Okay, well, to give you a recap, we are playing as V, the merc in a city called Night City, which is basically LA, but somehow worse. Well, on the same level, and basically we did a job for a guy called Dexter Desant to steal a microchip, and we did it with our friend Jackie, and it went bad. Jackie got killed, and we survived, and we had the microchips shoved in our head, and we got betrayed by the guy who set up the heist. He shot us in the head, and the relic, saved us from dying from taking a bullet to the head, but at the same time, it had a engram, a person, a consciousness encoded onto that chip. It was the consciousness of Johnny Silverhane. We see him as Keanu Reeves, but he is Johnny Silverhane, a rocker terrorist who blew up a nuke in Night City in the year 2023. Ironically enough, this is currently the year 2077. Now we are trying to. We were told by our Ripper Doc that the chip in our head is kind of stuck in our head. He can't pull it out, and the chip is slowly degrading, and it's killing us. So unless we can get the chip out, is either going to kill us, or Johnny is slowly going to take over our body and become us. So either the chip is going to is slowly eating away at both our consciousness and our body. So it's either going to kill our body first or kill our consciousness. And so we cease to exist, and Johnny Silverhane become us.
Nice.
That's pretty much the biggest I can catch you up on. You guys wanted to do a stealth build cursor who basically hacked people and did stealth. So I did all the side missions, like almost all of them. There's only so much left that I haven't done yet, and a lot of that stuff is just me kind of unable to do it until I progress more in the story. We were at a point where we were going to, I believe, either meet Takamura. Well, there's several things we can do, and I'll address each one of those. But when you guys left me, I had nothing in this game. No car, because you don't get your car back until after you've done some main story missions, which I couldn't do. So I had to walk a lot of the places in the beginning. And then I did so many missions, I have just a list of cars. One of which being a muscle car that almost ran me over. The other being a sports car.
It also almost ran you over?
Well, no, that one I drove here.
Oh, that's good for you.
So that's the thing. I also got a lot of new powers that I hope to show off soon. Well, you know what? Let's see. I think I see some people. Let's see if I
Go,
can.
go and randomly murder people.
Well, these are gangsters, so they're not really. Yeah, these are gangsters.
You're still randomly murdering them.
Will you prefer I leave them alive?
No, I'm just stating a fact.
So you guys wanted me to do a stealthy build, right, Archimage Zed?
I believe so, but it's been a while.
Okay, so let's just see some of my powers. You see that guy over there?
Yes.
Well,
Wow.
now you don't. Okay, well
Did he burn and freeze at the same time?
let's see. Yep. 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 You want me to do stealth, right?
Look, no hard feelings. Come on out.
That's definitely stealthy.
Oh, also, I can turn invisible.
Okay, that's a power you should never have.
Yep, I can turn invisible.
Like, not the game you.
Oh,
I mean,
and finally, I got this. I got this mono wire. This, I know we said stealthy build, and mono wire is a stealth. Well, it's not a stealth weapon, but since you said do a hacking build, this is a hacking melee weapon.
How is it a hacking weapon?
So, not yet. The DLC made it so when you use this weapon, you put hacks onto people. So basically, when I was burning people alive, I was putting hacks on their body, and I was making the cyberware, the electronics in their body, overheat and combust. So I was basically hacking into their body and overclocking it to make it catch fire. Because remember, this is the future where everyone's partly cyberware. So yes, I can kill people with my mind now.
Nice.
Zed, this is for you because you actually saw Edge Runners. Oh, part of it. Recognize that symbol?
Kind of.
That's the Edge Runners symbol.
Okay.
ER. And this
No.
is for you, Zed.
Do I even want to know?
So this is a random brain dance that we found in a trash can. You haven't got to the ending of Edge Runner, so you won't recognize everything, but you will recognize some things. Animation, first off, you will recognize.
Yeah.
And Archimage, you haven't seen Edge Runners, but this is a preview of what you will see if you watch it.
Nice. The animation's very nice. Clean.
Thought you'd be off the clock by 5.
Like it.
To keep you on call? Shit. Camp said I could leave my gun and badge if I went home to listen.
I can't remember how much of this was in the anime, though.
Shopping or whatever the
I know they showed part of this, but I can't remember all of it. I think this was shown.
had to fucking rain.
Huh? What the hell you doing? Back it up. Looking to get shot? Got us a cyber psycho! Raise max tack now!
Yeah, do like the animation full Edge Runner. And of course, there is a power in the game to slow down time. Unfortunately, I can't do it with. I can only do some of it with this character. Made my character really strong, but I couldn't go for that power and still have the hacking ability.
Need to fry a
Bummer.
I can slow down time partially, but not a lot. But considering I can do that with my mind now, I think that's a pretty good trade-off.
No, I consider that a good trade-off.
A cautionary tale. One David Martinez ignored. Will you? So again, I don't want to spoil Edge Runner because it's a good series. You can watch that to figure out who's David Martinez and what happened to him.
What in
Although
the
you can
fuck?
get a good... Okay, so now to get back onto the main story, one thing I guess we will do very quickly is we will go do the funeral of Jackie Wells because we need to attend his funeral.
Well, that sounds like a scary time.
Well, mainly it would be nice. I mean, he did kind of die on our watch and stuff.
You want your teeth broken?
I probably should not ran over that person, but okay. Cops don't seem to mind. And I believe there was a fast travel fairly close by because as much as I would like to drive, driving is still kind of not the greatest in this game. Not as bad as it was, but still not that great. And especially since I'm driving on a mouse and a keyboard, that's actually really hard for me.
Wait, you mean you're not supposed to drive with a mouse and a...
Not for this game.
No, you're supposed to drive like Men in Black, with a PlayStation 2 controller.
Actually, that probably would be better, Zed, is if I use a PlayStation 2 controller over the mouse and keyboard. I'm used to driving on a actual gamepad controller rather than a mouse and keyboard, so... Okay, so let's go to this funeral.
The pool table? We got to get rid of it.
Really? He's pretty massive.
V, nice to see you. Oye, sit. Sit. You want a beer?
Wouldn't mind one.
And goes that's his mother.
The person we killed, or...
Well, we didn't kill him. We were friends with him.
Oh, the
Remember,
time has passed.
he let us stay at his mom's place while we was
Oh, okay, I'm thinking of a
better.
different person.
yeah, he let us stay at his mom's
What is
place
happening?
while we were
That
trying to
night
get
when-
back on our feet. Because remember, we used to be part of a corporation, and then we got kicked out of the
Yeah.
corporation.
No, I remember that,
Yo sé cómo te sientes.
which was really shady.
Todos sabemos.
Yes.
I am in the middle of preparing an
Actually,
ofrenda.
we
There
will
is
have a
still so much
conclusion to
take
that,
care of.
but it never popped up on me, so...
Want to take part in the ceremony, but want to do it the right way, in line with tradition. But something I'd lay by his casket that'd do justice to his memory. I don't got anything.
But your heart is in the right place, mi niña. Don't worry. It's symbolic.
Are we sure our heart's in the right place? Because, you know,
His
Vibrant.
past is all
our
there.
heart's foot for all I know.
Thanks, Mama. Lou.
Oh, well, our heart is kind of robotic at this point.
You have respect.
Exactly my
I
point.
admire that.
So, to actually go into that a little bit, that's all the body, mechanical body part I've added to myself. cybernetic eye, a circulatory system, leg implants,
So what
armor,
exactly is human of
spine
you?
implants, bone implants, the monowire, several frontal cortex implants, hand implants.
On Republic.
So what exactly is human of you?
You know, I ask myself that every day, Alchemist.
Because it looks like not much.
So we're gonna go to his garage and try to find something for him.
Ivy,
And there's
What are you doing
Misty.
sitting and waiting. And yeah,
Wow.
waiting for him.
You really went downhill after Pokemon, huh?
Lately, I've
Yeah.
just been coming here to sit.
So
An
if
hour.
we,
Sometimes two.
since you may
I
not
know it's
remember,
dark,
Misty
it's just-
was one of the people
I
who
miss
she was Jackie's
lot.
girlfriend, and she
Wanna
ran the tarot
Catch up?
card shop in
Hardly gonk at all. Well,
next to
human.
the Ripper Doc, who we are
I
friends
guess.
with.
Oh, so she didn't follow
Jack
her
talked
sisters.
about a lot.
Oh no,
Always
no,
saying
that.
how much you meant to him.
Did he really say
Did
that?
she star you and the rest of them for
Used
drug
different
money?
words.
You know, this version, I
Maybe,
wouldn't be
but-
surprised.
That's what he meant. I really believe that.
You actually got to know him.
I feel like Zed is ignoring the fact that I'm
Everybody
calling
else
this
thought he
woman
was a
Misty just
goofball with a
because he
rough
doesn't want to
human
engage
face
in
and
it.
an edge.
Oh no, I'm just not really. It's fine.
Really, no comments whatsoever about
I'm
me?
sorry, I'm dealing with
No,
fighting
Jack
Mr.
is-
Negative right now, so give me like a
Oh
few minutes.
yeah, I forgot.
Oh.
Martin,
On the
I
bright
forgot
side.
Martin Lee is also
He
in
wore
that
his heart
game.
on his sleeve.
Yes, and he is very
He
annoying.
wasn't at all afraid to
Well,
look
to
Oh,
be fair,
okay.
he was annoying in the in the original too.
Though.
Who doesn't?
Exactly.
Understood.
Dang it, and I keep dodging wrong.
For those who want content, Zed is currently playing Spider-Man 2.
There's a huge chunk of
You
his
will
past
be
in
probably
there.
seeing that one soon. Once he beat his first playthrough, he's definitely gonna be doing a playthrough live
Yeah.
with New Game Plus, and that's gonna be fun to watch.
I
Mama
keep dodging in
Wells is
all of
having
the
to
wrong
send off-
directions.
Especially if
We need to find
Mr.
something
Negative
he
is
can
giving
take
him this much of a hard time right now on probably, I'm assuming, regular.
Mind
Yeah,
giving
this
me a hand?
I'm not doing any higher than this. I don't know what you're talking
Sure,
about.
Go in there, V.
Still too soon.
No, it's not that. Mama Wells and I aren't exactly on the best terms. She wouldn't want me touching any of his things, disturbing the memory. That I know.
Jackie'd want you here. That's more important. Come on.
Wait, just do this.
I really need to get a bump key, skeleton key, so I can start picking bump key locks.
Fine piece of metal and mechanics.
Why do you have a
I'm
third
so
health bar?
psyched. Guess no man cave's complete without some of those, huh?
Yep, this is what I
You
have
said
in
they're
my man cave.
collectibles. They don't print them anymore.
Out of
It's
curiosity,
definitely
is the
where they're
bump
up there,
key
yeah.
in real life?
Yes, real life.
Yes, that's a real life thing.
Because
No, I mean,
no,
you saying-
when he was opening, when V was opening the garage, the key he used was a bump key, and bump keys
Still
are
full.
like
His favorite.
they're really
Strategic
hard to
reserve.
pick normally because
touching.
they got all those little
How
bumps,
come?
so there's multiple things that you have to
¿Por qué
pick
no
for
puedes
each one.
tocar una reserva
Um,
estratégica?
The
¿Va?
easiest pathway would be to just use one of those one of those
Know
bump
what's in
keys.
there.
That's his lair.
What you call it?
It's
A
left
bump
there.
key rake
He must
is
have
what
had a
I would
different key.
implying to get,
Let's look
because then you
around.
can just
Might be
you
tucked
just
away
stick it in
somewhere.
there and you rake the locks until you get lucky.
Sounds good.
Jackie loved to pump iron, didn't he?
He called it his form of meditation. He used to say, barbells are the best listeners. They understand all your problems and never give you gonk advice.
Basketball
That's
signed
a
by
bloody
Dante
lie.
Gonzalez.
Give horrible advice.
Everyone here shot hoops. Dante ran
Found it.
circles around him. I think he might have been the first kid to ditch the Valentinos.
Like Jackie?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jackie.
A
Dante's
mandala?
captain of the NC Blackouts now. Mm-hmm. It's a long story.
Hey, You alright?
I'm so much better than all right. I once told Jackie he should sweep all the dark energy out of this place. A sand mandala'd do the trick, for example. He told me that out of sand he'd build a castle, a home, the Wells family hideout, stronghold, something.
I guess you made a bigger impression than you thought.
I guess I did.
It's beautiful.
It's hideous. But it's also the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
An aquarium?
It used to be Taco's.
And Taco was...
His fish. A dwarf shark. Like, mini.
Sounds like a mighty expensive fish.
Oh, I don't think he bought it.
Gotta be hanging here since 2020. For whom the bell tolls. Ernest Hemingway.
Never read that book.
Jack read it a dozen times. Always right before
I have
the
not.
big job.
Have you read that?
He
For Who
said
the
guy
Bells
who wrote
Toll?
it was tougher than
No, I have not. I've heard of it, but never
Yeah,
actually read it.
I've heard of
Is
it.
it any good?
Never actually read it.
I never got the chance.
It'd be a good tribute for the offender, though.
What should I bring? Dumbbells. Yeah, this basketball all do.
This'll be fitting.
Well, you got something for your ofrenda. But we could look around a little more.
I can't remember if there's anything else.
Nice still. Gotta be Jackie's dad.
Old school ganger. Valentino's, of course.
Did you meet him?
No, I only ever heard about him. But he didn't exactly inspire me.
Where are you going?
Memories. Actually, V, I think I'll stay a while. Say bye to him here. Mama Wells wouldn't want me there anyway.
You gotta come, Misty. Got a right to be there.
I'd rather not get in Mama Wells' way. It's for family.
You were family to him.
I guess you're right. Thanks, V. So, shall we go?
He was a fine boy.
Then go raise a glass to him, Padre. A few glasses.
De acuerdo.
V, it's good you're here. We're about to start. Sit down, please.
Hey, V.
And that is, in case you don't remember, Victor next to us.
Yeah, I remember him.
The doctor.
I thank you all for coming today. I'm not going to tell you what kind of man my son was, or lament about how much I miss him. Instead, I'll tell you a story. When he was about 19 years old, Jackie was in the Valentinos. They were at war with Maelstrom back then. I get a call from the hospital. They tell me he got shot 3 times, just by the heart. He was conscious when I get there. So many tubes coming out of him. He looked like a pulpo, like an octopus or something. He tell me, he said, "No te preocupes, mama. Look, I'm bulletproof. Nothing bad will ever happen to me." And when I go, he take off his Valentino's ring. He swear he won't need it anymore. But he was not scared. He just didn't want me to worry. Descansa en paz, mi hijo.
Among the membership of the Night City Devils Boxing Club, we had this saying. Make your best friends among the fighters who knock you out cold. And it's true. Jackie's arm was a cannon. No one's ever hit me as hard. I can still almost feel it. 12 rounds, buddy.
Me mandó Camporta. Lamenta no estar aquí. Todavía le quedan 4 años que cumplir. Me pidió que leyera esto. Recuerdo cuando Jackie se nos unió. Era un niño fuerte. Cuando decía que iba a hacer algo,
I always found this part interesting. The person who's speaking right now is like the other guy's in jail for another 4 years, but he wants to say something.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he's reading a text message from the guy.
Anyone else?
Okay.
Wait, he's allowed to text from jail?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming he either sent a text or he emailed, like they let him write a message. I would say write, but this is such a futuristic age. I'm assuming they do something better than write.
Jackie saved my life. And then years later in Night City,
considering the morality of this place, I'm surprised they allowed him.
When I thought I'd
That's true.
lost absolutely everything. I found my own freedom then. But it would not have happened without him. Jackie Wells. The best friend you could ask for. Loyal to a fault. Once he set his mind on something, he was ready to die to achieve it. He once told me, Chica, the one thing we can't do is be afraid of others. He kept Haywood in his heart, always. It made him who he was. But most importantly, Jackie loved life and had no fear. Heart on his sleeve, he didn't overthink things, he just went for it. Thought he was bulletproof. And that he'd become legend at the afterlife. And ultimately, he did what he set out to do. Shit in the shoes of some powerful people. If he's watching, bet just about now he's flipping them all the bird. A Haywood kid with a hell of a drive. Rest easy, June.
I would like to say a toast. Por mi hijo. Thank you for your kind words, V. I'm glad you're here. It was a beautiful ofrenda we gave him. A lot of people come today. Even that putica Jackie was messing around with.
Her name is Misty.
What?
Misty. She was very important to him. Do you understand? Go. Invite her along for dinner. It's the least she deserves.
Do you know what? You're a good woman. Jackie would want you to have these.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is so normally this is the point in the game where people get another vehicle so they can go around, but not so much. It took a while for me to get this.
Campos all torn up.
To get his motorcycle. And one other thing I want to do is skip time for full 24 hours. Mainly because after 24 hours and everyone leaves,
Campos all torn up.
if they do leave. Of course, they didn't leave now, and that's the timer as well. So,
So after 24 hours when they leave, are you gonna rob them?
kind of. So we are namely after 24 hours, they're supposed to put his guns on the table, so I can get that. So let me just wait a little bit longer. I will end this part, and we'll see if they have the, well, you know what? We'll see if they have the guns, and then I'll end this part real soon. So let's see. Do they have the guns?
Not today.
No. So I'm going to have to probably come back later on. So we'll end this part now.